Welcome to this edition of Business Video Today. I'm your host, Steve Andhar. Joined us this time, Jim McGovern, Chief Executive Officer of Media Platform. Welcome, Jim.
All right, thank you, Steve. How are you?
Very good, very good. So Media Platform's been in the news the past couple of weeks. Tell us a little bit about the announcement you made recently with OnStream Media. It seems like a really good set of progress for you and your team.
Yeah, that was a big event for us. We've been working for some time, and we're pleased that we were able to pull that partnership together with them and announce that, and been very, very busy over the last probably 6 weeks or so with them, making sure that their team is all trained and ready to go, and we're very, very excited about the possibilities.
So tell us about the possibilities associated with OnStream. How are you working together with them?
Well, OnStream, as you know, has been one of the leaders in the webcast space for many, many years, and they have lots and lots of customers, and I think they were so impressed with our platform when we finally got together that they really realized that they could leverage our platform and do some unique things with their customers that they weren't perhaps able to do with their own platform. And so there were a number of things that we needed to work through, but basically the partnership allows them to leverage the full power of our software platform and to complement it with their full array of services and go to market with a great, great offering.
This really parlays into Media Platform strategy to become kind of an arms supplier for business video technologies to a variety of players in the industry. Talk about how you're trying to position Media Platform on an ongoing basis.
Well, I think that's a good point, Steve. I probably wouldn't use the term arms supplier, but maybe the webcast engine for the industry, and I think that's exactly right. We really at heart are technologists, and we think we're really far, far better at developing great technology than perhaps we are at the sales side of things. And so one of the things that makes sense is for us to take our strengths and to marry them with other people who have other services that we don't offer and who perhaps focus more than we do on the sales and marketing side. And so OnStream is the first of what we hope will be many partnerships that we announce, and we're certainly in discussions with a number of other players in the industry. Whether those deals come to fruition or not is hard to say, but I think it's tremendously exciting, and it certainly does leverage what we're best at.
So what are the characteristics of the companies that you hope to partner with? Obviously, they're customer-facing units, but in the ideal partner set for Media Platform, who do you envision teaming up with?
Well, you know, it's actually a pretty broad set, because I think what's happening is webcasting is maturing, and the technology that's used to webcast is getting better and better. It's getting more and more robust. It's getting more and more full-featured. And so one of the things that happens, I think, anytime any technology matures is you see an evolution away from people having to outsource the technology to specialists and people starting to bring some of it in-house. And so we really have kind of two markets in the sense that many medium and large enterprises are looking to adopt our platform and do more of their own webcasting. And so we have lots of big clients like Oracle and Dow Chemical and Ernst & Young and so on. And you also have the phenomenon where some of the early pioneers in the industry perhaps are having trouble keeping up with the advances on the software platform. And so what we see as the great opportunity for Media Platform is to partner with those people who have established relationships with enterprise clients and can embrace our platform and complement it with their services. And then on the flip side, we see continued rapid growth with enterprises, both medium and large, embracing our platform and doing more of that webcast work themselves. So we really see sort of a two-pronged strategy. Historically, the company's done very well with what we call service providers, and that continues to grow strong too. So I don't mean to give any of those short shrift. I think they're all important in terms of our strategy of leveraging what we do well and putting those tools in the hands of people that can make the most of them.
In business video, it literally takes a village, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, there's a lot of different players, if you will, in the video streaming enterprise video ecosystem, and I think that speaks to sort of the complexity of what we do. I think it's getting so commonplace that people take it for granted. But it's not that many years ago that we would just absolutely marvel that you could do video at all over the internet. And now people are ho-hum about it. But the reality is it's still pretty amazing and pretty complex. And if you go beyond just simple video to rich media, which is what we really do, where you're taking video and you're complementing it with synchronized PowerPoint and polls and surveys and questions and PayPal integration and so on and so forth, you really do get a much more robust solution. But there's a lot of pieces there, and so historically, a lot of different specialties have been involved. The village, as you refer to it.
So obviously, Media Platform has. You talked about being a technologist before. You folks were one of the first to really embrace the Adobe Flash format in a big way. Tell us how that's going and how enterprises are receiving Flash in business video communications.
That's a great question, and I really probably can't take any of the credit for that. I really should defer to Greg Pulier, our founder, and was our chief technology officer until not too long ago, is now the president of the company. But, Greg, as you mentioned, has been in the industry for a long time, and our earlier platform supported some of the earlier streaming formats like Real Media and Windows Media. And I think he had the foresight and the prescience to see the advantages that the Flash platform had a few years ago and started moving the company more in that direction. We're not devoted or dedicated to Flash. We just really want to take advantage of the unique properties of all the best technologies. So at this point, the company is really very focused on Flash and HTML5. We no longer really support Real Media, although we used to. And we still support Windows Media, but we don't see it as the future. So one of the things that we really like about Flash is they came out, as you know, probably a little over a year ago with an improved multicasting capability, which is just hugely important inside the enterprise. And so big enterprises move slowly, and they have to really take some time to kind of kick the tires and test something before they embrace it. But there's a tremendous amount of interest in multicasting using Flash, because for the first time ever, a company can have sort of a single workflow for their webcast production and be able to go out really to the universe of viewers out there, regardless of whether they're on a Windows or a Mac or a Linux, regardless of whether it's a mobile device that supports Flash, and now with our most recent announcements, even mobile devices like the iOS ones, which do not support Flash. So we've got a great solution that a lot of enterprises are very, very excited about.
Well, Jim, we really appreciate your time and you sharing your insight on the business video space with us today.
Well, thanks very much, Steve. I sure appreciate your time as well.
And that's all the time we have for this edition of the Business Video Today. Please join us next time for another episode. We'll be talking with more thought leaders from the business video sector. And be sure to join us in Miami, Florida, February 1st to February 3rd in 2012 for the Business Video Expo, where leaders in the industry will be sharing their thoughts about the trends and activities shaping the future of business video communications. For Business Video Today, I'm Steve Underhart. Thanks for your time.